So here we are going to discuss about the infix expression or notation, prefix, and then postfix expression. So if you are in the Stack application, this is a very important. So how to of expressions are notation expression. So that arithmetic expressions are called as a notation. So how to write it? That can be written in the form of three types. First one is the infix notation. Next one is a prefix, or we can say that polish. Then the postfix expression. This is the third one. It is also called as a reverse polish notation. So here, in general, if you take any arithmetic expression, so what do you mean by arithmetic expression? So we have operators and we have operands combined together. It is called as a arithmetic expression. For example, we have a C is equivalent to A plus B. So what is C here? Then what about the A and B? These are all the variables, or we can say that operand. Then equal plus, these are called as the operators. Now, how we are going to express the operator and operands? So here we have a three types: infix notation, then we have a prefix, then we have a that last one is what, postfix. So generally the arithmetic expression nothing but we have an operator and the are called as a arithmetic expression. It is also known as notation. First we'll see what is the infix notation. So in that infix, as we discussed, so we have operator and the operands. So here the infix notation in the form of operator as well as the operands, but we have the format of that operator is placed in between the operands. See here we have a minus b plus c. So here are used in between the operands. Then what about the operands here? A, B, C. Operators are minus, then we have a plus. So minus used to perform, that is that we can subtract from one element to another element. Then we have a plus which is used to add these B and C operands values. So this is the way we are going to express that infix notation. So, but in the algorithm, it says that it is an algorithm to process an infix notation could be very difficult and costly in terms of time and space consumption. Then the next one is what a prefix notation. Here, operator is prefix to the operand. So, what is the meaning of that? First, we have operators, then followed by operands. So example, we have a plus b. A plus b is what? It is a infix notation. Why we are saying that infix notation? Operator is placed between the operands. Operands are what here? A and B. Now this infix notation we want to represent in the form of prefix notation. How it is possible? It could be written as plus then AB. Plus nothing but what? Operator. So operators placed first, then followed by we have a operands. It is called prefix notation. Then the third one is what? Postfix notation style is known as reversed polish notation. In this notation style, the operator is postfixed. What is the meaning of that? We have a first we have to place the operands, then followed by at last we have a operator. The operands followed by, so consider the same infix notation A plus B. Here these we have a two operands A and B. So first we have to put the at last operator. So this is the way given the expression statement, that is any arithmetic expression. If we want to represent in the form of infix, then we have to follow the rules. For operator is placed between the operands, whereas the prefix notation, first we have to focus on the operator, then followed by operands, where in the postfix notation we have an operand first, then followed by operator. So totally we have three types of notations which are available. We should follow then in order to perform some, in that operations on the data structure. So this is a table which shows that infix expression, prefix, then we have a postfix expression. So now consider the first example. We have a plus b, then we have a multiplication, then we have a c plus d. Now we want to make it as a prefix expression. Then coming slides, we have a procedure how to make a prefix expression as well as a postfix. We have a algorithm. Using that algorithm, we can able to find out. So this is a table which shows that. So how to represent in the form of infix, prefix, and then postfix. So before going to apply the prefix or postfix expression, we have some, that is the priority rules. That is the operator priority. In that operator priority is no plus and minus, both are equal priority. Plus and minus, like that the multiplication and then division will get the equal priority, and then the power symbol, that is the exponent, that will get the highest priority when you compare with the plus, minus, as well as the asterisk and the slash. Now we'll see one example how to convert infix to prefix. So here this is the input, so the output of prefix like that. So how to do it, we'll see. So this is a procedure to performing that infix to prefix. So what so before performing that converting infix to prefix, so what are the basic things we must required? So we need infix expression. So first we require the infix expression. As you know that is that the infix should be in the form what operator should be placed in between the operand. That should be like that. Then only we can able to perform it. That is the first step. Make sure that before applying any, if you want to convert infix to prefix or infix to postfix, you have to make sure that the given the expression as the input we have taken, that expression should be in the form of infix. That is, the operator should be placed between the operands. Then we have operator. At last, again we have a operand should be in the form. Then only we can able to apply it on any prefix or postfix. That is the first step. Okay, fine. Now what to do? This is a question how to convert from infix to prefix. So first what to do? Take the infix expression. Take the infix expression as it is. Then immediately you have to perform it reverse. You just to do the reverse operation. How to do it? For example, let us take a plus b, then we have a multiplication c. Will become what? So now we want to perform the reversing operation. So reversing nothing but what? You just start from the rightmost. So in that expression we have a from a plus b, then we have a asterisk of c. That became what? C. That is that you can start from the rightmost. Rightmost what? We have a character is what? C. So C comes first C. Then we have a asterisk B plus A. That is a first step. Then at the same time we have to remember, when you are reversing that infix expression, if you get any open parenthesis, that should be converted in the form of closing parenthesis. This is a very important. And also at the same time, if you get any closing parenthesis in your infix expression while performing the reversing, that should becomes what? Opening parenthesis. So that is the first step. So in that zeroth step, what to do? First check it the given of infix. The first step is what? You just do the reversing operation. So whatever the characters are available in the given the expression, you just start from the rightmost, then you have to read the character by character. You just put it in the reverse form. At the same time, when you get any opening parenthesis, that should be changed. That will become what? Closing parenthesis. If you get any closing parenthesis, that will become what? Opening parenthesis. That is the first step. Next, what to do? Expression. So now we can get the whatever expression we got it at the step number 1, we can perform that postfix expression. In order to perform the postfix expression, we have an algorithm that we'll see in the next slide. Then we can get the answer like that, CB asterisk A plus. Then third step, what to do? Again, whatever answer we got it in the step number 2, by applying the postfix conversion, that can be converted in the form of reverse. So whatever answer we got it at the step number 2, again you got to perform the reversing operation. That result will give the solution of the infix to prefix. So this is the way we have to convert. So now we'll see in detail how to convert to postfix expression. They given the expression how to convert in the form of postfix. Okay. So this is the algorithm. So this algorithm which tells that how to convert from infix to postfix. So this is a very important. Why I am saying this is a very important? If you want to convert infix to prefix or infix to postfix, so in the case, we have a very important steps we have to follow infix to postfix. Even you have a question convert to infix to prefix, if you know very well how to convert to infix to postfix, then only we can able to give these tricks are very important. So this is an algorithm how to find out the solution. So first we'll take the infix expression. Then we have to convert to infix to postfix. So this is a procedure. So what to do? Whatever expression we have taken in the form of infix, that single expression, you have to start from the reading operation. So how to start the reading operation? No? Example here you see. You take any infix, any expression. For example, we have a plus b. So this is a solution of output postfix expression. So suppose if we have from a plus b, so a plus b is the expression. So what to do here? We can start from the reading operation at the start, the index position 0. That is what a. You have to read that first character a. So a is nothing but what? Whether we have to check whether the first character is the operand or operator. If it is the operand, we can directly put it on the output screen in that output window. Otherwise, what to do? So if you have any operator, that should be pushed onto the stack. So when you are pushing onto the stack, you just check the priority. So how to check the priority? So if you have any that is highest priority is nothing but what we have opening and closing parentheses. So if you till it reached to the closing parenthesis. That is the first step. Then the highest priority operator should be placed at the top. Any highest priority is very lower than of your, for example, we have a asterisk placed first, then above that we have a plus. It is not allowed. So the highest priority operators we can place it on the top of the stack. So these are all the steps we have to remember, then only we can able to perform it. So if you find any, when you are reading that expression, if you find any operator, so that time only you have to focus on, you have to apply it on all the procedure that is the highest priority or equal priority. But then if you get any opening or everything you have to monitor. Otherwise, if you find any operand nothing but what A, B, C or some variable name, we can directly push, we can place it on the stack, place it on the output stack. So that is a procedure. We can scan X from the left to right. That is we have some expression. We are going to start the reading operation. How to start from left to right most. Repeat the step number 3 to 6 for each element of X until the stack is empty, until the null character is obtained. So if an operator, if operand is encountered, then add it to the Y. Otherwise, if you get any parentheses, that is some operators or parentheses, if you get any, you can push it on the stack. we have a stack, that is a one stack we have, then another one is what we have a output nothing but what in that we have to apply all the rules on the stack. If it's a start is way, then we can get the solution in the separate place. So the same procedure repeat again and again until that null character is obtained. Okay, so now we'll that is that using that algorithm we can able to solve. So the given the expression that is a plus b. So a plus b, then we have a power exponent, or we can say that exponent, then closing parenthesis, then e minus f plus g. Now whether this is an infix expression or prefix expression. So this is an infix. So how it is infix, we are saying, no, we have an operand, then followed by operator, then you have an operand. That is the operator's place between the operands. So this is an infix expression. Now what to do? We want to convert to a postfix. So how to do it? So the given the expression, so that now this is the given the expression. Now what to do? You have to read the, you have to start from the left to most. We can read it the character by character. Okay, so you just assume that this is the expression. This is a single expression where we have a characters. I mean, we have n number of characters. That characters may be operand or operator. Operand or operator. If it is, if you are reading, okay, so if you are getting any operator, then we can push on to the stack. Otherwise, if we have any operand, we can push on to the output stack. Okay, so we have a two procedure we have to follow. So now first step is what? Okay, with the help of this, we can able to solve. So now we have a opening parenthesis. So this is the expression. We start from the reading process. That should be start from the left to most. Here you see we have the first character. First character is what? Opening parenthesis. So opening parenthesis, we are going to push on to the output. We can push on to the stack. Okay. Then we can read the second character is what? A. So we can place it on the output window. Then third character is what? Plus. We can push on to the stack. Next we have a B. B is the operand. Next here you see that is a power or exponent. So we can place it above the plus, no issue, because exponent will get the highest priority. So no issue. The next one is what? D is the operand. Then you see here we have a closing. Next one is what? Closing parenthesis. So in the closing parenthesis, so whenever you get opening parenthesis and then closing parenthesis, so within that whatever operators are available. So once you reach the closing parenthesis, whichever things are available in that stack, so what to do? You just cut it, the closing parenthesis as well as the opening parenthesis, in between the whatever operators are available. Whatever operators are available, you just place it outside. You just remove it. So we have a, that is a power symbol, that is exponent. Then again you can pop it plus to the output. Now again you just read the you can start from the reading process, because this process will be continue until that end of the null character is obtained. So now we have a operator is what? The next character is what? Oh, I mean slash symbol. We can push on to the stack. Then you see here we have a opening parenthesis. Next we have a E is the operand. Place it on the output. Then we have a minus. We can place it on the stack. Then we have a F. F is what? Operand. Okay, you just place it on the output. Then we have a closing parenthesis. Again, same procedure. So whenever you have a opening parenthesis, whenever you reach the closing parenthesis, you just check it. Do you have any opening parentheses which are available in your stack? Yes, we already we have a closing parenthesis. You just cut it. So we in between that we have minus operator. You just pop it outside. That should be place it on the output. So now the answer EF minus. Now we are in. We have completed up to closing parenthesis. No, now we can read the character plus. So you just place it above the opening, slash, that is a division operator, but we should not place it above the division symbol, because slash gets the highest priority. Slash gets the highest priority. So what to do? You just pop it slash, that is a division on the output window. Now we have only a plus which is available on the output stack. Next one is what? G. So G is the operand. We can directly place it on the output. So now we have only one operator which is available in that stack, that is a plus. So we don't have any other comparison, because we reached at the end of G character. So only we have left the plus which is available inside the stack. So you just pop it outside. So our answer is what? AB, ABD, and then we have exponent plus EF minus slash GF. So this is the way we have to perform that infix to postfix expression. So now we can check it. The answer we got it ABD. Then we have exponent plus EF minus slash GF. So these are very simple. So the given the expression, check it whether in the form of infix. If it is so, then we can start our work. So how to start it? Given the expression, you have to perform the reading operation. From where to start? We can start from the left to most, character by character only. In that character, now we have two types of characters to be available. One is the operator. Another one is what operand. If you get any operand, no, there is no comparison. We don't have any further step. We can directly place it on the output. Otherwise, if you get any operators like plus, minus, multiplication, division, or exponent, we have opening parenthesis, closing parenthesis, like that. If you get anything, that should be placed it on the stack window. That is, we can push it on the stack. Then while performing that, we have a comparison. So how to do the comparison? With the help of precedence, highest precedent with the lowest precedence. With the help of that, we can do the comparison. According to that, we can get the answer on the output window. So the next one is what? Evaluation of postfix expression. Evaluation. So evaluations nothing but. So we have an expression in the form of postfix. We don't have an expression in the form of infix. So once we got it, the expression in the form of postfix, now we want to perform the evaluation. What is the meaning of that? So we have some values, then followed by some operators. Now we want to evaluate. So how to do it? So this is the algorithm. So first, we have a postfix expression, should be in the form of postfix. Now we can perform read the postfix expression from left to right until the empty it's encounter. If operand is encountered, so here also the same thing. We have only the two things. If you consider any characters, that should be maybe your operand or operator. That's it. If the operand is encountered, then we can perform the push it on the stack. Okay, then we have an operator. Then that with the help of that operator, the topmost two elements, we have to perform the calculation. Then we can do the evaluation. Once the evaluation can be performed, that answer also you have to push it on the top of the stack. So that the same procedure will be continue until the end of the value obtained. Okay, so now we'll see one example. This is a very simple and also easily anyone can understand. So from that expression, we can easily say that this is a postfix. Why I am saying that this is a postfix? We have a you see here we have an operand. So instead of operand we have values. So this is also operands and followed by operator. Now we want to evaluate this postfix expression. How to do it now? What's the step number? So this is the expression. We can read it. We can start the process from the left to right. So here you see the first one. We can read the character. Here we have a 4. So the 4 is what? Operand. We can push on to the stack. Okay. Using that pushing operation, we can push it on the stack. Okay. Now we have a 4 which is available on the stack. Next we have to read it. This is a 5. So the 5 we can push it on the stack. A stack means what? Whenever we are performing the operation, that should be placed on the topmost. We have 5 and then 4. Now the next one is what? 6. 6 also we can push it on the stack. Now we have a like that 6, 5, 4. So the next one is what? Multiplication. That is the asterisk symbol. So whenever you have an operator, you are here see as per the algorithm step number 4. If operator is encountered, we have to pop 2 elements. That is a topmost 2 elements. We have to apply the popping operation. Then we can perform the calculation. Here you see we have a multiplication. So what to do? Topmost 2 values are 6 and then 5. So 6 and 5 you just pop it outside, then apply multiplication. So 6 into 5 how much? 30. Once the calculation has been completed, again will be again back to the, we can push it on the stack. So what will happen? 30 we got it, then we can place it on the top of the stack. Now we can again read, we can start the reading process. Now we have a plus. So plus means what? Operator. So the same procedure, the step number 4. When operator is encountered, we have to perform the popping operation. Pop the 2 elements. So what are the 2 elements are available? 30 and then 4. You just take it outside, then apply the plus operation operands. Here we have a 30 and a 4. The 120, 30 plus 4. We are performing that addition operation. So 30 plus 4, 34. So once the calculation is over, again the result will back store it in the stack. So the answer is what? 34. So with the help of this table also we can easily understand. So our input symbol, that is a 4. So whenever we have a operand or values are available, we can directly perform the operation, push operation. So whenever you have an operator, that time you have to perform the popping operation with the help of topmost 2 elements. Once the calculation is once the calculation has been completed, again the result will back store it in the stack. So here in our example we have a 4, 5, 6. So all our first 3s are pushing operation because all the 3 values, this is the values only. So 4, the second step 4, 5. The third step is what? 4, 5, 6. Now we can perform the asterisk. So asterisk nothing but operations. We want to perform popping operation. So the topmost 2 values nothing but 5 and then 6. 5 into 6, 30. You just perform the calculation. Again the result will back stored in the stack. So the answer is what? 4, 30. Again we have a plus operator. We can take it to values outside, pop it 2 values outside, then perform the calculation. Once the calculation has been completed, again we'll back it in the back, store it in the stack. The answer is what? 34. So so finally what to do? You just pop it outside. Whatever answer we got it, that answer is what? 34. You just take it outside. We can write the result. That's it. So here we have an example, the result of evaluating postfix expression. So here you see we have a 2, 4, 6. Okay. So 2, 4, 2, I mean we have 4, 6. No, that is a topmost. So first we can push it to again 4. Then third one is what? 6. Now we have an operator plus. So you just topmost two value, take it outside. So topmost two values nothing but what, 6 and 4. You just take it outside, perform that addition operation. So we have answer 2, then topmost value 10. Then we'll see the asterisk nothing but, so here, so we can perform that multiplication operation. So 10 into 2, 20. We have again, we have a values 2. You just push it on the stack. Then we have a 9 and then 3. Now you see in that stack we have the sequence will be in the form 22, 9 and then 3. So we have an operator slash. So slash nothing but what, topmost two elements, you just pop it outside. So 9 and then 3 no. So you to perform the addition operation. So you'll be getting 22 and then 3. Then plus operator. So plus operator, now we have a topmost two values, what, 3 and 2, isn't it? So you just take it outside, then perform the calculation, you'll be getting 5. So now in that stack we have a 20, then topmost 5. Now we want to perform that multiplication operation. So the answer is what, 100. So here a postfix form of this. So they are asking the answer in the form of postfix. So as per the rule, we have to. So this is a question paper I have taken from the GATE last year. So here we have like that. That is the x asterisk of y plus u division by v. So we can apply that. Apply that algorithm. So actually here we have a explanation. From that we can easily understand. We have a x asterisk of y. So first to convert in the form of postfix, as we know that we have a first is what, operand, then followed by operator. So as per the rule, we will be getting the answer xy, then we have a asterisk. Then the second part is what, u division by v. Here also we can apply the same procedure. Then we can get it the answer uv, then followed by slash. So here we have the first part is what, xy asterisk. The second part is what, uv slash. Now we have in between these two expression, small expression, we have a plus. So that plus, what will happen at the last step, it will come to that last value, that is a plus. So xy asterisk, then we have a uv slash, at last we have a plus. So the answer is what, B. So the same procedure as per the infix to postfix algorithm. So the same, so this is the evaluating the postfix expression, the same procedure. Here we have a 10, 5, then we have a plus 60, then we have a 6 slash multiplication, then we have a 8. So using that, that is evaluating the postfix expression, same procedure. So whenever we have a value, if you are getting any value, just push it on the stack. So if you get any operator, the topmost two values, take it outside, then we can do the calculation. So once the calculation has been completed, again the result will back store it on the stack, again push it on the topmost stack. Again the same procedure until the end of the character is obtained. So as per this question, we have a 10, 5. So we can push it 10 on the stack, likewise 5 also. But here the third character is what, we have a plus, outside 10 and then 5, so 15. Then we have a 60. Then topmost stack we have a 6. Then we have a slash, that is a division operation we want to perform. So 60 divided by 6, we have a 10. Okay, so now we in the stack we have a 15, we have a 10. Then we have a multiplication. So you just take it outside, 10 into 15, so 150. Okay, then we have a next one is what, 8. So we can push it on the stack. So at last you see here minus, no, actually still we got it 150 at the topmost, we have a 8. Now we want to perform the subtraction operation, isn't it? So 150 minus 8 is equivalent to what, 142. So the same procedure as per that the table, no, postfix evaluating table, using that we can able to do the calculation. So up to this, we have discussed what is infix, what is prefix. Then last one is the postfix expression. Then we have discussed about what is the expression form of infix, prefix, and the postfix. The third one is how to convert infix to postfix. The next one is how to convert infix to prefix. At last, we have discussed evaluating the postfix expression. So these are all the things in this video. I hope everyone easily understand what I have, what I have teached it today. So it's a very, very important topic. If you take any data structure, no, so then the particular topics are very, very important if you go anywhere. Thank you. The next video will see some basics of C programming concept. Thank you, students.